Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian. It is North American East Coast time. It's about 8 a.m. on Monday morning, and Bitcoin currently is at 38,700. 38,700. Let's take a look at the chart. We can see here what we identified before was this ascending channel here. This ascending channel here, we've been in this structure for some time. It's been a few months now, and this is typical of Bitcoin when Bitcoin goes into a consolidation area. We've seen that the same type of structure last summer. Okay, this is where we were in consolidation for this, same kind of consolidation pattern for a few months. Although the difference is this consolidation pattern was to the downside, and so that was bullish. And usually, whenever you see a downside consolidation like this, they break to the upside, right? And that's what happened last summer. And right now, we're in this ascending channel, and these ascending channels usually break down. And we can see that this is what we're beginning to do here. We have broken the first line of support, which is created or was created by the candle bodies. Okay, these candle bodies show a very clear line of support at this yellow line, and currently we're under that. We have broken that, and so now the second line of support is in play. You can see that the second line of support that was created by the wicks of those candles is in play now, and that brings us down to about 37,200. 37,200 is where the support is at that point. Now, will we get there? Not really sure. We could. It just depends. RSI right now is at 28. 28 on the daily, and so that's very significant. This is where the price becomes very attractive to the bulls. Normally you see this is where we get a bounce in price, and it just remains to be seen if that's going to occur here at this area. Now we need to be careful because we are getting towards May and the summer, and things could slow down for the summer. And I've said this before in previous videos that usually from May to September the stock market slows down, and they even have a mantra for that. It's called sell in May and go away, and we could be seeing that in the stock market itself. That will have an effect on Bitcoin and crypto also. Now, that being said, the crypto fear and greed index is 23, so there's a lot of fear in the market. Actually, there's extreme fear in the market. It's currently 23. Now that's going to update a little bit later, but currently right now it's 23. So that being said, we still see negative news in the stock market. The negative news is really putting a hold on the stock market, and that has an effect on crypto. So again, the smart money still controlling the market. You can see here with news, the stock market sell-off still has another 20% to go. There's a lot of fear mongering, and talks about commodity prices in China with the virus and such. So that's the current climate that we're in. This is typical fear mongering that we see from time to time, and we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. But we could see a slowdown over the next few months through the summer. We need to be aware of that. Now, this market is either for short-term, very short-term traders. You can see that this is where we had some short-term trades available to short-term traders. However, the long-term investors, it's just a dollar cost averaging area, right? Here, maybe here, even now. So we need to be aware of that. This structure could turn into a redistribution structure. What I mean by that is we could have consolidation here and then just sell off. It's called redistribution, a Wyckoff redistribution structure, a sell off to lower lows. Now, if that happens, If we lose the 37,000 support line, then you know we could then most likely hit 34,000. That's where the wick is here, and then the next line of support is 32,700 here at that wick, and then below that it's just basically anywhere between there and 28,000, which would be the support area of last summer. Am I saying that we're going to get there? No, not really. I just don't think that this market has the momentum to the downside to bring us all the way down to 28,000. Could I be wrong? Yes, I could be. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and markets are unpredictable at times. So we could see as low as 28,000, but um, we need to understand that where we are now is we're right here compared to last summer. So we're right at the top of the Wyckoff accumulation zone that we've seen since last summer. Okay, so we're in consolidation. We're at consolidation levels. The question is, how long is this going to last, right? And how deep are we going to go? Are we going to, how far deep are we going to correct into this area, this consolidation area that we saw last summer? We could break down into this area, or we could just continue to do this sideways action for the summer until next September, or we could have a small rally. But we need to remember the 200 daily moving average here is 44,300 roughly. Any rallies that do not break above 44,300 will just show that it's just short-term volatility. That will only be short-term volatility, not a change in trend, and it's just going to be a short-term rally. Nothing significant. It's not enough to change the trend into a bullish trend or an upward trend, and it's not enough to change market structure. So we need to be aware of that. So if you're not a short-term professional trader, then I would say staying on the sidelines, dollar cost averaging is your best strategy. Again, not investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor, just sharing with you my opinion. Taking a look at the market, Dogecoin's actually up 4.9%. That's interesting. But the rest of the market really is down. We can see that YFI is flat. Excuse me. Pax Gold is flat, a little bit negative, almost 1%, negative 1%. Ruin, negative 1.7%. Pre, negative 1.4%. BNB, excuse me, negative 1.5%. KuCoin, negative 1.5%. Elon down 2%. SHIB down almost 2%. CRO down almost 2%. So you can see a lot of these are pretty much following Bitcoin. You can see everyone's in the red, and we've just been going down. So right now, the typical retail trader is not in the market, and the whales are not in the market as far as purchasing heavily right now. That's why we're down to back down to 38,800 right now. So right now it's just short-term traders hitting each other over the head with short-term trades, pushing and pulling the market, showing or establishing market volatility here. And a lot of this is just algorithmic traders, bots, and short-term traders. So we just need to be patient, wait for market direction, and whenever we see the price get close to this 200 daily moving average, we do see a lot of volatility, and that's pretty much what we've been seeing here is just a lot of volatility. We're consolidating right under the 200 daily moving average. If and when we break above that for 44,250, then the market will see a lot of people buying, because that will be a change in trend. But until then, it's really going to be, standard, run-of-the-mill, no changes until we see the price push above that, and we could even see lower lows. So be aware of that. Thank you for watching, friends. I don't want to make the video too long. I just want to give an update. We need to be patient during these times. It's going to be a little bit, it seems to be a little bit slower, and the slowness could last for a few months even. We need to be prepared for that psychologically. Uh, if it does break above 44,250, then things could change very quickly, and we could see a push to the upside, possibly to a new testing the all-time high. But that doesn't seem to be uh, very close right now. It seems to be possibly on the other side of the summer, so closer to the end of the year. So take care, friends. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And stay patient and stay vigilant. Keep your eye on the market. The market can move quickly. And sometimes, like back when we had this consolidation area, when the market was boring and when everyone was bored, that's when we saw the market change very quickly. Right here. You can see here that the market turned very boring, and we just had this slight drift to the downside, and then we had an explosion to the upside, and that's when the market moved very quickly. So I think this move, if I remember correctly, was like 10,000 in a week. So we need to be very vigilant and keep our eye on the market. We could be at that point where we're going to see what's called a supply test, just a drifting down, very low volatility drifting down, and that's called the creek. So, and then when that happens, there could be a very sharp push to the upside after that. So, and that can happen at any time. So this seems to be where we could see the creek coming down, and possibly even having a deep test down into 34, 35, maybe 33, who knows, and then a sharp push to the upside by the whales and the large buyers. So thank you, friends. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Be safe.